Welcome to Real Religion, where we explore the deepest questions of the human experience. Today we embark on a journey to understand a concept that has captivated humanity for millennia. Who is God? It's a question that speaks to our very essence, our longing for meaning and purpose. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for more videos like this. Now let's begin our exploration. The idea of a higher power is deeply ingrained in the human psyche. From the intricate design of a flower to the vast cosmos, the fingerprints of something greater seem evident. The Bible, revered by billions, doesn't try to prove God's existence. It simply states it as fact, as undeniable as the sun rising in the east. Psalm 14 verse 1 boldly proclaims that to deny God is folly. Why is the belief in God so prevalent? Could it be that we are hardwired with an innate sense of the divine? Perhaps it's the unexplainable beauty of a sunset or the intricate complexity of the human brain that whispers of a creator. Or maybe it's the voice within, the conscience that guides us towards right and wrong. In the book of Genesis, the very first words declare, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." The Bible isn't concerned with proving God, it's concerned with revealing him. Defining God seems like a daunting task. How do you capture the infinite in a finite definition? How do you encapsulate the boundless in mere words? Psalm 50 verse 21 warns of the danger of creating God in our own image. But God is not like us. He is so much greater than our finite minds can fully comprehend. A good starting point is to acknowledge him as the supreme being, the ultimate reality. He is the creator, the one who spoke the universe into existence. He is self-existent, needing nothing, dependent on nothing. Before time began, he was. Before the stars ignited, he was. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. But God is not merely a distant deity. He is a God of perfection, embodying power, goodness and wisdom. He is not content to remain aloof from his creation. He desires relationship with the beings he has made in his own image. So where do we even begin to grasp the essence of God? How can finite minds hope to understand an infinite God? Yet in his infinite mercy, God has chosen to reveal himself to us. He has provided the light of revelation, guiding us toward a greater understanding of who he is. We are told that God is spirit, not bound by the limitations of a physical body. John 4 verse 24 reminds us that he is present everywhere, accessible to all who seek him in spirit and in truth. God exists as a trinity, three distinct persons, yet one God. Matthew 3 verses 16 to 17 offer a glimpse into this profound mystery. God is also infinite, unlimited by time or space. 1 Timothy 1 verse 17 describes him as the King of the ages, immortal, invisible. He is incomparable, without equal or rival. Malachi 3 verse 6 assures us, "I, the Lord, do not change." He possesses all power and authority, holding the universe in his hands. Understanding God's nature is essential, but it's equally important to explore his character. His character is the essence of who he is, and it shapes how he interacts with the world and with us. What kind of God is he? This question has been asked by countless generations seeking to understand the divine. What are his motivations, his desires? These are not just abstract concepts, but are deeply rooted in his character and his relationship with humanity. The Bible reveals a God who is perfectly just, as declared in Acts 17:31. His justice is not arbitrary, but is grounded in his holy nature. He is a God who will judge sin and righteousness. His judgments are fair and righteous, reflecting his commitment to truth and moral order. But he is also a God of immeasurable love, a love so profound that it led him to sacrifice his own Son for humanity. This sacrificial love is the cornerstone of his relationship with us. He is truth personified, the ultimate source of all that is real and authentic. In a world filled with deception, his truth stands as a beacon of light. Jesus declared in John 14:6, "I am the way and the truth and the life." This statement encapsulates the essence of God's character and his role in our lives. Moreover, God is holy, set apart, completely pure and undefiled. His holiness is a defining attribute that sets him apart from all creation. 1 John 1:5 reminds us, God is light, in him there is no darkness at all. This purity is not just about moral perfection, but also about his absolute goodness. Yet despite his holiness, he is also a God of compassion. His compassion is not a contradiction to his holiness, but a complement to it. 2 Corinthians 1:3 describes him as the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort. His compassion is a source of solace and strength for those in need. He is a God of boundless mercy, choosing to withhold judgment we rightfully deserve. His mercy is an expression of his love and patience with us, and he is a God of amazing grace, lavishing undeserved favor upon those who trust in him. This grace is not earned but freely given, a testament to his generous spirit and loving heart. To truly comprehend the nature of God, we must examine his handiwork. His creations are a testament to his infinite wisdom and power. From the grand sweep of creation to the intimate details of our lives, every aspect reflects his divine touch. God's work reveals his heart and his plan for humanity. In the beginning, he laid the foundations of the earth. God spoke the universe into existence, forming the cosmos from nothing. The stars, planets, and galaxies all came into being by his command. But his work didn't end there. His involvement in creation is continuous and unceasing. He continues to sustain his creation. Behind the scenes, he ensures that everything functions according to his will. God is orchestrating his eternal plan, a plan that encompasses all of history. Every event, every moment is part of his grand design. Central to this plan is the redemption of mankind, a profound act of love and mercy, rescuing us from the consequences of our sin. Sin separates us from God, but he provided a way back to him. Galatians 3:13-14 describes how Christ became a curse for us, taking on our sins so we could be free. But God's work is also intensely personal. He knows each of us by name and cares deeply for our individual lives. He actively draws people to himself, inviting us into a relationship with him. He doesn't force himself upon anyone, respecting our free will, but patiently woos and pursues, offering his love and grace. For those who choose to follow him, he provides guidance and support. God becomes a loving father, disciplining his children for their good, helping them grow and learn. He desires that we grow in holiness and maturity, becoming more like him in our thoughts and actions. And finally, a day is coming when God will judge the world, bringing justice and equity to all. His judgment will be fair and righteous, ensuring that all wrongs are made right. We've explored God's nature, his character, and his works, but the most profound truth is that he desires a relationship with us. This relationship is not just a distant acknowledgement of his existence, but a deep, personal connection that transforms our lives. He longs to connect with us on a personal level, not as a distant deity, but as a loving father. Just as a parent yearns to be close to their child, God yearns to be close to us, guiding us, comforting us, and sharing in our joys and sorrows. But how is this possible? How can we, finite and flawed creatures, bridge the chasm that separates us from a holy and infinite God? This question has puzzled humanity for centuries, and the answer is both simple and profound. The answer lies in the person of Jesus Christ. He is the embodiment of God's love and the key to our relationship with the divine. In a breathtaking act of love and humility, God the Son took on human flesh. He walked among us, experiencing our struggles, our pain, and our joys, showing us the way to live in harmony with God. He bridged the gap between heaven and earth, becoming the bridge between God and man. This bridge is not just a metaphor, but a living reality that we can experience in our daily lives. Through Jesus, we gain access to the Father. This access is not limited to a select few, but is available to all who seek him with an open heart. He is the way, the truth, and the life, the only path to forgiveness of sins and reconciliation with God. This path is illuminated by his teachings and his sacrifice. It is through his sacrifice on the cross that we receive forgiveness for our sins. His death was not the end, but the beginning of a new covenant between God and humanity. Through Christ, we experience reconciliation with God, a restoration of our broken relationship with our Creator. This reconciliation brings peace, hope, and a sense of purpose to our lives. John 15:15 and Romans 5:10 remind us that we were once enemies of God, but through Christ we are reconciled. This transformation from enmity to friendship is a testament to the power of God's love. And ultimately, it is through Jesus that we are offered the gift of eternal salvation. This gift is not earned by our deeds, but given freely by God's grace. The writer of Colossians declares that in Jesus Christ, all the fullness of the deity lives in bodily form. This means that in knowing Jesus, we come to know the fullness of God. So, to truly know God, we must look to Jesus. He is the perfect revelation of God's character, His love, and His desire for a relationship with us. By following Him, we embark on a journey of discovery, growth, and eternal connection with our Creator. As we come to the end of this exploration, we realize that the question of who is God is not easily answered with a simple phrase or definition. It's a question that deserves a lifetime of contemplation and discovery. If this video has sparked your curiosity, if it has ignited within you a desire to delve deeper into the mystery and wonder of God, then be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and may your pursuit of truth lead you ever closer to the heart of God.